Hello dear children, this is N.R. Jangid, PGT English, Kendriya Vidyalaya, Army Banad, Jodhpur. I welcome you on my online learning platform on my YouTube channel Learn English with Jangid Sir. Dear children, I hope you all are good and you are preparing nicely for your subjects and you are using your time creatively and with a great enthusiasm. Today I have come before you with a very important topic in writing section, formal letter writing. This particular topic is very useful for class 9th, 10th, 11th and 12th. So we will today discuss. Dear children, letters are of two types. You have already learnt it in your previous classes. One is formal and one is informal. Informal letters are the letters which we write to our family members, our friends, our relatives. And formal letters are the letters which we write for any official purpose. So, a formal letter is one written in a formal and ceremonious language. This is one important thing. The language is also formal and follows a certain stipulated format, and we strict ourselves to a particular format. Means the formal letter must be written in the proper format. Such letters are written for official purpose to authorities, dignitaries, colleagues also, seniors, etc., and not to personal contacts. This is the difference. Formal letters we don't write to our personal contacts or our friends or family members. Now, we will just look at a sample format of a formal letter. This is very important, dear children. You must write a formal letter in this particular format. First of all, we write sender's address, means the person who is writing the letter. So better we write it in three lines. In the first line, we give our house number, flat number, building name, then the name of the colony, and then the name of the place. Then we write date. There is no need to mention the word date. Directly you can write like 29 April 2020, and we should write it in the British way. There are some other ways also, like the American ways or the common way of putting the slash between date, month and year. So we should write in this format only. Then we write the address of receiver, the person whom we are addressing our letter, the person whom we are writing the letter. This includes designation, and before designation you must put the, like the editor, the district collector, the superintendent of police, like this. Then the name of the office, and third line place. So it should also be written in three lines. Then we should write the subject, and subject writing is an art. It should be written like a noun group. It should be short and compact and to the point. Then we write salutation. In formal letters normally we write sir or madam. Then we start the most important part, the main body or the content of the letter, and it also should be written in three paragraphs. In the first paragraph, proper beginning of the letter should be there. It is different according to the type of letter. Then we should come to the main theme or the issue we are raising in the letter. And in the third paragraph, we should concentrate on the suggestions part, what we can do or how can we solve the issue. Then we write thanking you. In the present time you can simply write thank you also, it is accepted. And then the closing of letter, this is the last part. In this we write yours sincerely, yours faithfully, yours truly, as the case is. Normally when we know the person we should write sincerely, or otherwise we should write faithfully or truly. Here you should remember one thing: the children make a mistake in writing yours. It should be written like this: yours. Sometimes the children put a slash after r, or they put an apostrophe after r. That is wrong. After writing this you should sign, since it is a formal letter, and then the name should be written in bracket. Now we will discuss some important types of letters in this formal category, which are covered in classes 9th, 10th, 11th and 12th. First one is letter to the editor. Here editor means the editor of a newspaper or some magazine. Normally these letters are written for some issue which is related to the mass, some public issue, some public problem or difficulty. Second is a letter of complaint. This type of letters are written to the authorities or the dignitaries of public offices for the complaints of electricity, water, law and order, like that. Then we have a letter of inquiry. In this we can inquire about some service, some facility, some course. It can be written to some organization, some business firm, to some government office also. And the fourth type is business letter. In business letter we normally write a letter to place an order, or to ask for the catalog, or to start a new business. And the fifth category is job application. This is written in response to an advertisement published by any agency or any department or any office, and you just apply for that post. That is called job application. So these are the different types of letters in formal letters. Now we will discuss the marking scheme, because this is important. How you get good marks in the examination, this you should know. Here we are taking an example of a letter of 8 marks. Suppose the letter carries 8 marks. So how the marks are divided? First, 1 mark for format. The format already I have given you. Once again I remind you, here it includes sender's address, date, receiver's address, subject heading, then salutation, complimentary clause. Then we have the content part. It includes 4 marks, means 50% marks are given to content part. So you should be very particular to content. Then we come to expression, that is 3 marks. Now what is included in the expression? First one, grammatical accuracy. Grammatically your sentence formation should be correct. Then appropriate words, use of proper words, proper vocabulary, formal vocabulary, that is important. Then our spellings. Spelling should also be correct. Normally if one letter more than two spellings are wrong in your letter, then you are penalized in the board exams. Then coherence and relevance. Your content should be logical, it should be relevant, to the point, and your ideas and style should also be relevant. So this is the marking scheme, and it is applicable in all types of letters. So you can see 50% marks are given to content part, and 50% marks are given to format and expression. Now today we will take one example. First type we shall take letters to the editor. So there are some points to remember. Basically, you should answer these four questions in this letter. Means what you are writing. You should plan in advance ki what will be your content, what issue you are raising or highlighting. Then second is why. What is the purpose of writing the letter? Normally these letters are written to spread awareness, to aware the public, and also to draw the attention of the authorities concerned. When, timing is very important. When to write, it should be logical. When we face a problem, when there is some burning issue, so the time is also very important. And then the last part is how. How you should know that how to present your ideas and how the issue can be resolved. What is the solution of the issue that we discuss also in the letter. Now here we will take one example of a letter to the editor. There is a question. Suppose you are Manisha of Jaipur. Write a letter to the editor of a national daily. Here daily means newspaper, you should remember. Raising the problem of environmental problem in big cities like Jaipur. So this is on the environmental pollution. So we will discuss this later, how to write such a letter. As I told you, the first part is sender's address. So as I told you, it should be written in this way in three lines. And nowadays we follow the full block method. Full block method means we start everything writing from the left side margin. We do not shift it to the right side the way we used to do earlier. So flat number 27B, Rajdhani Residency, Mansarovar, the name of the colony locality is there, and at last the name of the place. In this full block method, even there is no need of the punctuation marks like comma and full stop. Then while writing the letter, you should remember one thing. After each step, better you give space of one line so your work looks attractive. So after this writing the address, we can keep one line blank in our copy, and then we should write the date this way without writing the word date. Directly you can write 29 April 2020. Then the third step, the address of the receiver. So here our receiver is the editor. You see here one important point you should remember. In the question normally it is written national daily or local daily. So here you should write the news name of the newspaper. Normally the children make a mistake. They write here the editor national daily. So this should not be done. So the national level newspapers like the Times of India, the Hindu, the Tribune, Indian Express, any one name you can write. Then the name of the place, Jaipur, where the office is situated of this newspaper. Then we write the subject. Here the subject is the menace of environmental problem or environmental pollution in metro cities. Salutations, sir. Now this is the most important part, or content part. So you should start appropriately. Normally the letters to the editors are started this way. Through the columns of your esteemed newspaper, I would like to draw your kind attention to the subject cited above. I am a resident of Jaipur. You should keep a common sense here. According to the question, you can change the name of the place. Now we come to the main issue. The environmental pollution is a big problem everywhere in the present times. It is big menace, particularly in the big cities like Jaipur, Delhi, Mumbai. The population density is very high in such cities, so pollution creates more problems for the common public. They face many health issues due to this. People suffer from many breathing disorders and skin problems. So it is the need of the hour to think about the ways to control pollution. First we should highlight the problem, then we should come to its solution part. The government must prepare environmental policy for the industries and implement it strictly. More power should be given to the organizations like National Green Tribunal, NGT. Common public must be made aware about it. Tree plantation drives should be started at war footing level. I think we can control it by collective efforts. Normally our letter should end with a positive note. Now the concluding paragraph. So I request you to give some space to my article in your newspaper so that the authorities may take suitable action to curb the menace of environmental pollution. Thank you. You can also write thanking you. Then again one line space. Yours faithfully, yours truly, yeah, yours sincerely. Then you should sign in the examination the name which is given, and at last the name Manish or Manisha. This way we should write a letter to the editor. So dear children, I hope you understood. In the coming days I will also present the other types of letters. So keep watching my YouTube channel. Thank you very much. Please like, share, comment and subscribe my YouTube channel Learn English with Jangid Sir. This is all for today. Thank you and have a good day.